Shall we continue? I don't remember what we were doing. We're in Chloe's house. All right, we just walked downstairs. Oh wait, are we spying on her dad? Yes, we are. She said, well, she sounds hot, so I get why.
Those poor whales are like beached angels.
Beached angels?
What is going on here?
I've never referred to a beached animal as an angel.
Looks like they're back on the road to Paris.
Oh, hey, Pro Panda.
Somehow I existed in this whole other reality. But I don't know what happened.
Mine? Oh.
The more I use my power, the more I see how little control I have over what happens. Now Max Caulfield exists in 2 or maybe 3 different realities. How can I have a destiny? I wonder if Chloe would hate me for keeping her alive. But I couldn't do it. Thinking about all these lifelines almost makes my head hurt worse than the rewind.
You're a day early, though, for the DQ. Ugh.
To think this all started with my vision of a tornado.
No, sadly, it's not. This is some bullshit. I see they cleaned up the dead birds.
David even made sure to bag up the dead birds.
Huh, that's what I said.
William never finished painting that wall.
I haven't had DQ in a couple of years, sadly. I miss my my Daquan, as I call it.
It looks like David finished his car repairs. Maybe there's some new clues around.
Anything I can do for you, Max?
I was just waiting for Chloe to get out of the bathroom so we can go.
I owe you one. So I'll pretend what you just said is true, Missy.
Excuse me, that's Miss Caulfield.
Yes, sir. You and Chloe still better be careful where you wander. There are a lot of dark places in Arcadia Bay.
What do you mean by
Sorry,
dark
no
places?
zombies.
I can't tell you everything that's going on at Blackwell. And you've seen too much already, so please stay out of this, Max.
Too late. I already know way too much. So, do you and Nathan Prescott...
That little shit-ass Nathan Prescott is lucky he only got suspended.
I don't think luck had anything to do with it. I could have been suspended too.
I didn't have all the evidence at the time. I am sorry, Max. Anyway, I think we can both agree it's been a hard week on all of us. Especially poor Kate Marsh.
I tried to help Kate.
You did, Max. You saved her life like a hero while I left the goddamn dorm roof wide open. I knew Kate was feeling desperate. You even made it to the roof before me or anybody.
I knew Kate was desperate too. So did Mr. Jefferson.
That guy is an elitist prick, and I'm off duty, so I can say it at home behind his back. Like when Chloe calls me step douche. These artists,
live in a fantasy world.
Why do you say that?
These art farts are all
Art
about
farts.
themselves. When I was in the service, I hated the photographers who try to pose me in their anti-war bullshit.
Well, Blackwell Academy is a school for artists, so maybe this isn't the best place for you.
I have a family here, Max, and I think Blackwell is the best place for me, since only I know what's happening. Of course, thanks to Mrs. Grant and her hippie anti-surveillance petition, I hope everybody feels safer, like Rachel Amber and Kate Marsh. Although, you're like a walking surveillance system. I appreciate you standing up for me, but I have to be a hard ass and tell you and Chloe to stay the hell out of this. Things are just gonna get more ugly.
Chloe and I can take care of ourselves.
Now, excuse me, Max. I have to get back to my camera. See? I'm an artist, too.
I don't totally trust David, but he's not a real stepfuhrer. Oh, that makes me sad. It was so incredible to see William again.
But this is my
I wish Chloe could too.
So, no girls allowed.
What the hell did David do for Nathan? And what did his dad do for David? I wonder if David is going to the party. Should I have signed the petition? Blackwell sure isn't safe and private anymore.
Interesting.
Surveillance cameras at Pan Estates? David must be working for the Prescotts too.
Very interesting.
Sorry, Max. I can't talk and work.
Down. Rewind. Yeah, nothing like changing time.
Hey, Missy, you do know I can see.
I
can't tell you.
Too late. I already know way too much. Like the fact that you might be working for Sean Prescott.
What? Who told you that? Nathan Prescott? That little shit ass is lucky he only got suspended.
I don't think luck had anything to do with it. I could have been suspended too.
I didn't have all
Yeah,
the evidence
we
at
can.
the
You
time.
can change things slightly.
So, are you gonna tell me why you think I'm working for Sean Prescott?
I saw documents that you were hired to do surveillance and security at Pan Estates.
God damn. You are a good detective. But I didn't get hired. I gave Sean Prescott an estimate. For my own reasons. Anyway, I think we can...
Yeah.
You did, man. You even met
I knew Kate.
that guy.
Why?
He's art.
These are farts.
I have a fam. Of course. Although...
Chloe.
Next.
See, it's funny. These guys like watching me play because I'm not so.
Hey, Max. I do appreciate
Whoa,
you staying.
that
I
is
don't
a
even know.
serious padlock on that locker.
I play differently
Hey,
than
David,
everybody else
what
does.
you hiding? Oh, look at the baby blue jay eggs in the nest. I better move his plank if I want to take the... Excuse me. Just one picture, please. Click. Another photo from my Arcadia Bay Wildlife series. Max, you better put that plank back to protect the nest.
That's what I figured. You leave the plank out, the eggs will probably get thrown out by, Stepfuhrer. East my geese. I don't think there's anything else I can do in here.
Max, excuse me, Max. Do not touch one goddamn thing.
Come on, Max. Find a
This
way to
is
get
my
David
official
out of his
man
cave.
So, girls allowed.
No
Hey, Max.
girls
I do
allowed. Whoa. No, stop it. Stop it. Stop it. God dang it. It's just auto doing it. Stop it.
The most expensive restaurant in town? David knows how to get on Joyce's good side.
Where's the SpongeBob meme?
Yep, locked from the other side.
So how would we get David out of here? Oh.
This fuse box looks like a perfect David distraction. I can't let David see me while I snag his keys. Enter the ninja.
Son of a bitch! I just fixed that fuse box.
Yeah.
I give up William but defend David? Gotcha.
Ta-da, we didn't even touch it.
Looks like I need a key or code. I know this padlock.
Oh. We didn't even need the keys.
I am the key master.
I'm surprised he doesn't hear us.
Oh, maps, notes, coordinates, photos of Kate, Nathan. Oh, yes.
What's this about pay up?
Score. Back to Chloe now.
And he won't even notice his keys being gone. Right.
I give up William but defend David? Would Chloe hate me if she knew?
Yo, Chloe! Are you ready yet? I have to get back to my dorm.
Are we happy?
Very happy. I hit the secret file jackpot. It's Kate, Nathan, and Rachel. Plus there's some location coordinates. David is like a one-man surveillance army. Now let's get the hell out of here before we get busted.
But I absolutely have to go see Kate in the hospital right now. I want to find out how she's doing.
She looks pissed off.
This is definitely Kate's floor. The hospitals always freak me out.
I hear you. But imagine how Kate feels. I'm so glad I get to see her again. I hope it's not too weird for her.
No, she'll be stoked to see you. Who wouldn't be?
This be it. I'm a little nervous.
Just go in there and be your friend. I'll wait out here so you can chill by yourselves. I was a total dick for blowing a fuse when you answered Kate's call the other day. Good thing you ignored me. I had no idea what shit she was going through. And you saved her. Like me. I'm sorry.
Aw, Chloe apologized.
Thanks, Chloe. But don't be sorry. We're all on the same team.
Team Max. Let Kate know we're gonna string Nathan up by his balls then.
Oh yes, I'm on it.
Apparently she doesn't hate us, though. God, she's got a poofy fucking head. Like, the first thing I thought when I saw her is that a balloon or
I thought
a
I'd never
face?
see you again. I
feel so ridiculous. I'm so sorry.
Kate, listen to me. You have nothing to be sorry about.
Am I wrong?
You do not know how happy I am to see you. You look awesome. Is it a stupid question if I ask how you're doing?
Now that you're here, I'm doing even better. I'm so grateful to you for coming up to the roof to talk me down. Max, I felt so lost and alone. When I saw how much you cared, how hard you were trying, you made me realize I wasn't alone. Thank you.
Kate, there are so many people who love you and want to help you.
I know. You should see all the letters and postcards. I gave most of the flowers to other patients here because they need them more than me. I'm keeping them.
Her head's like the balloon.
One of the nurses gave me some pen and paper so I could do some drawings.
I love your illustrations.
They got kind of dark there for a while. But I have an idea for a new children's book about bullying. I was thinking of having some photographs in there too.
I hope that's a subtle hint that you'll let me take the photographs for the book.
Was that subtle? You better take the pictures, Max. I'm going to be here for another day until my family comes out to visit.
How are they treating you?
Like they need to protect me forever. They're so upset, and I know they feel guilty even though they didn't do anything. I was surprised how many students from Blackwell wrote me. Daniel, Mr. Jefferson, even Victoria wrote me a very sweet note. And I believe she was being real.
Me too. I'm glad you believe again, Kate.
I'm working on it, Max. I just pray I can get this drawing right.
Oh, I love Kate's happy rainbow flock.
Mustard.
Good to see that Kate is still working on her book report.
Leave the hospital. No.
Thank you, sisters. You really saved Kate.
Like, her hair just makes her look poofy.
Principal Wells knows how to step it up when he wants to. That is so sweet. Even Victoria signed. But not Nathan.
Of course not.
Victoria Chase might be queen bitch, but she's not evil.
Or she feels guilty.
I don't think get well is quite apropos.
Apropos.
If this gets Kate through the night, so be it. Those are nice flowers. And from Taylor? Wow, props to her.
Wow.
That is so good to know that Kate is drawing again.
Sit. Give us your inner thoughts, Max.
It's amazing to just sit here quiet with Kate again. I don't think I'll ever know how much destiny I'm changing. But whoever said we only have a single fate? Time travel is such a mindfuck.
Is it just me, or does the picture of the hot dog getting mustard squeezed on its chest kind of very disturbing? Because it looks like the mustard's trying to take a shit as it's being squeezed on top of the hot diggity dog. Like, here, let's wait for it to come up again and then tell me I'm wrong. Come on, you hot diggity dog. And there's love. It's definitely sexual.
Kate, it is so good to hang out with you again.
Max, I owe you so much. And I can tell you want to talk to me about something.
I saw Victoria's letter. How does that make you feel?
Max, I know Victoria can be
Not nice.
not nice, but I do believe in forgiveness and redemption. I might be naive, but I feel her struggle.
Yes.
Me too. I could have taken a picture of her covered in paint, but I didn't, and we had a genuine moment.
We all have our moments. Why do you think she acts so mean?
She's insecure. If you're comfortable with yourself, you don't need to act superior.
Victoria doesn't look like she has much to be insecure about.
If anybody could make Victoria see the light, it would be Kate Marsh.
No, I think it will take more than that, Max.
I always want to talk to you.
We missed our tea session this week.
That was so not cool. We need to plan like a tea shop tour of Portland.
Oh yes, and you could bring Warren along too.
No boys allowed.
You are funny, Max. And right.
No boys allowed.
I want you to know I'm this close to getting all the info I need about Nathan.
Nathan Prescott has to pay for what he did. And we have to stop him from hurting anybody else.
Well, I did get his ass suspended, so that might be a start.
You did? Oh, right on, Max. I love how fearless you are. So what is going on with him now?
I assume he'll show up at the Vortex Club party tonight like nothing happened.
And nobody can do anything to him after what he did.
We're going to stop him. I just have to find Nathan's room number, get inside, and get the clues I need.
Max, please let me help. I can get the number, and I'll text it to you, okay?
Of course, Kate. I can't do this without you.
Now it's time for Nathan to watch out for us.
I have to get back to our mission. You don't know how much it means to see you again.
I do. That's why I love you, Max. Thanks for taking care of my bunny. Tell Alice I'll see her soon.
Proceeds to quietly swear to herself because she forgot to feed the bunny. Anything else to do in this room? No pictures. No nothing. No? Okay, we leave.
Well, how is she?
She's still Kate Marsh. Thank God.
I'm glad we came to see her.
Thanks for coming with me.
Now let's go pay a visit to Nathan Prescott. That little prick is not going to be glad when he sees us.
I love how they all just got... Just pissy. Oh, I see you're here now, Dick.
Hey, Max. How you doing?
Oh, hi, Mr. Jefferson. I'm okay. And this is my friend Chloe.
Yo.
Chloe. Why isn't somebody as cool as you going to Blackwell?
I was way too cool for this school. It's a long story. And actual files here.
I can imagine. Max, are you sure that you're all right?
It's weird just being on campus like everything's normal.
I know, lame as it sounds, life has to
Rip.
go on.
I think there's too much going on in my life.
On that note, Blackwell duty calls. Remember, I'm going to announce the winner of the Everyday Heroes contest tonight at the party, so I hope you'll be there to celebrate, even though I'm sorry you didn't enter a photo. I understand your reasons. You can't force an artist to work.
I feel like a total loser, but it's been a hard week to focus. No pun intended.
I'm proud of you for caring so much about a troubled friend, and I take hope in the fact that you have plenty of time to find your way. Just Get in the habit of putting your work out there.
Thanks, Mr. Jefferson. I'll definitely be there tonight.
Me too. I'll be Max's date. You better dance with us at least once.
Nobody should have to see me dance. Plus, you don't want to watch the old hipster trying to keep up with the kids. I have some pride. Be seeing you.
Yes, you will. Hot for teacher.
Gross! You're out of control.
Not yet. Just wait until the Rager tonight.
Shut up.
Don't be jealous because Mark Jefferson thinks I'm cool.
I am so ignoring you.
Fine. Since I'm here, I'll see if I can get some dirt
Gross.
from Justin. Haven't talked to him in a while.
Now that is a great plan. Let's see if I can find out where Nathan is. Hey, Daniel. You look bummed out. Are you alright?
Hola, Max. I just figured out that my photos basically suck. I'm a wannabe artist.
What is with the, shirt?
You're not here to be a photographer. That's my gig. Look at that sketch you did of me. Incredible. And that's your art. Your gift.
I do feel better now. You are good, Max.
Have you talked to anybody about what happened with Kate?
I don't talk to anyone, Max. But I did actually have a nice talk with Brooke. She couldn't stop talking about how brave you were on that roof.
I don't think doing the right thing is brave, but I appreciate what she means. The most important thing is that Kate gets better and gets justice.
I hear that, Max. She's the sweetest, most genuine person I've ever met. I don't mind getting picked on by Blackwell bro holes, but don't fuck with Kate.
I like this revolutionary Daniel DaCosta.
Only if I can start the revolution from my sketchbook, Max.
By the way, have you seen Nathan Prescott?
Oh, I heard a rumor he's actually suspended.
Yeah, but he's still gotta be on campus.
That explains why he looked so pissed off when I saw him leaving campus a few moments ago.
Oh?
Are you going to the End of the World party tonight?
It will be if I go, man. People here push me into lockers, not dance floors.
Screw the Vortex Club. They don't deserve you, Daniel.
They don't deserve anything. I mean, what do they actually do for Blackwell, huh? You're right, Max. Screw them.
Let's talk later. Okay, Daniel? Good. Nathan is not around. I should go back to Chloe.
Yeah, he does not need to go. Will the ball hit me? Will the ball hit me? Did the ball go through me? Damn. It goes over. Lame.
Enjoy the big game, Zachary. I hope it's not the last. Okay, where did these rocks come from? This is too Blair Witch for me. I don't think the Tobanga will ever give up any secrets to us.
That's so ironic that Warren asked Max to the drive-in.
Hey, Brooke. How are you?
I'm here as usual. By the way, thanks for helping Kate down. Are you okay?
Gasp, you got it.
I might feel better taking your drone for a quick flight.
Miss Grant finally gave up and let me fly her again. But you're going to the drive-in with Warren, so you don't have time to fly my drone.
Really? I can't fly your drone because I'm going to see ape movies with Warren?
You are perceptive, Max. Now, excuse me. My drone needs me.
Ooh, she angry.
Hey, Brooke. How are you?
I'm here as...
I can't get my limited brain around that eclipse and the beached whales. I was hoping the science department had some ideas.
Warren and I are supposed to compare notes and theories this weekend.
That makes sense. 2 big brains are better than 1. Or mine.
We'd get the Nobel Prize if we could explain this phenomenon, but even Miss Grant has no clue.
I need to find Nathan. Have you seen him around?
Ask Warren. I mean, you're going to the movies with him and everything.
Come on, Brooke. Don't
I
be
love how
that way.
two paths lead to Warren.
Nathan was suspended, but he should still be on campus.
Warren's not good enough for you? Okay. I saw Nathan pissed and walking off campus earlier. Good luck getting that date, Max.
I have to go. Talk later, Brooke.
She's the bitch. Let's just erase that
So
conversation
ironic
from
that
her
Warren
mind.
asked Max to the drive-in.
Oh, he locked the door for once. Good job,
I
Samuel.
had to clear away another batch of dead birds today. Sad.
Makes me mad. Climate change isn't real my ass.
I think. How are you doing, Max? Been a tough week. I know.
Yes, it has, Samuel. How are you?
Sad and confused like everybody else in Arcadia Bay. You look like you have a lot of questions, too.
Animals.
I definitely have questions about what's happening to the animals in Arcadia Bay.
Oh, many do. These poor creatures have no choice in what happens to them.
How can anybody explain all those poor beached whales?
My dad was a fisherman, and he'd take me out to hear the whales sing. Now they just cry.
They're not alone these days. I feel so powerless.
Oh no. You're the opposite of powerless, Max.
You think so, Samuel?
You and Arcadia Bay are connected by time and tide. So, next time I have a question, I'm coming to you.
What do you think about all those dying birds?
Samuel had to bury dozens near the Tobanga.
What happened to them?
I won't say the sky is too dirty for their wings, but something worse
Oh,
is in the air.
a motive. I see
so
somebody got an upgraded
Unless
bow.
it's fate, then it doesn't matter.
Well, I'm glad to see your squirrels are still healthy and happy on the campus.
Me too. If something happened to them, oh,
Not as long as you're here to take care of them, Samuel.
the only thing that calms them is food. Lots of food.
Apparently not.
Which reminds me that I have to feed them now.
Feed the squirrelsies.
Everything is changing here.
As a scientist, I'm fascinated. As Michelle Grant,
How would you like a partner for a quick photo op?
Arcadia Bay is scared too. Look at the weather.
How do I get him a
not to
partner?
mention poor Kate Marsh.
We all need to look out for each other these days.
Get that food in your belly.
Squirrels. Squirrels.
Time to go clean up graffiti from those
Sorry to bother you again, Samuel.
There's no bother here, Max.
I still have a million questions about what's happening to Arcadia Bay.
That must be why Miss Gant says you're one of her favorite students at Blackwell.
Well, at least you got, you know,
Even though Miss Grant
your
likes
bow
me,
a day
I
early.
have zero science skills to explain that eclipse.
As I was just saying to her, that's because science has no explanation. Well, no offense to Miss Grant here, but this is just the beginning.
Ooh, ooh.
Beginning of what?
Oh, I don't believe anything ever ends. Especially time. That's why I can sense something bigger is coming to Arcadia Bay. And Max, I don't like it at all.
I'd rather be in her class than the Vortex Club.
Yes, you would. Rachel saw right through them.
She's not the only one.
Nobody should be trapped in the Vortex Club. Get out now, Max, while time is on your side.
Time.
I keep thinking that Rachel Amber has a few answers. If we can find her.
If Rachel wants to be found,
Do you think she's alive?
she'll always be alive in our hearts. Sometimes that's all we have left.
But
Max, all I can tell you is to stay on your path and you'll find what you're looking for. Rachel Amber is waiting too.
more questions than answers.
Samuel is always here to talk.
I want some pizza.
I actually just talked to Kate Marsh in the hospital. She's doing so much better.
Because of you, Max. That was quite a rescue.
It could have gone either way. Samuel, do you think that we each have a destiny?
Yes, I do, Max. In many different lifetimes, of course. Kate Marsh believed in something different, so that's her destiny.
I believe you.
Kate just needed some more helpful spirits like her friend Max.
I don't have any here.
I hope she finds them now.
I have no pizza in my
Do you
apartment.
ever talk with David Madsen?
He talks to me. I listen.
That's how David operates.
He sees things, not people.
Right?
But I think he sees you, Max.
Why do you say that?
Because you both see with cameras.
I think you have better vision than both of us.
No, Max. I just look at everything from a different angle.
Have you seen Nathan Prescott around?
That would be hard.
Ohio's not the only place that's gone this far, but yes.
You don't sound sad, Samuel.
Nathan hurts people. The end.
What do you
The
really
end.
know about him?
Not enough to help you, Max. I truly wish I could. I see what you're doing.
I'm sorry. I better get going now.
Hello, Max. Thanks again for helping me fight the power.
Hi, Miss Grant.
Max, you always show up when I'm talking about you. I'm still bragging about you and the other students making Blackwell surveillance free.
By the way, it's not 4, but I'm not allowed to talk about it.
I was hoping you could explain some of these crazy things happening in Arcadia Bay.
If I could, I'd be collecting my Nobel Prize in Science today. I haven't been able to wrap my mind
Publicly.
around that eclipse, much less the snow in Wales.
There must be a scientific explanation, right?
When my friends at NASA tell me they can't explain a solar eclipse without a single theory as to how or why, maybe it's time to get worried.
Right.
Like they are.
I am worried about reality. I feel like it's changing right in front of us.
You and Samuel both. We were talking about that before you came over.
I'm pretty sure I saw something
Our
about
planet is changing.
7
It's not
people in
mystic.
Dayton, actually.
It's erosion.
I thought. Or Montgomery County, sorry.
You think that's why all these animals are dying here?
Well, our shoreline has been receding. Not to mention the daily contamination of the ocean.
I don't remember. I read
That's all
something
you need
and then
to kill
ignored
off
it.
sea and wildlife here. Unless you know something I don't.
I wonder if the Tabanga knows more than anybody here.
Oh, Max, nobody even knows who brought the Tabanga here. It was likely stolen from the South Pacific by local fishermen. But I know what you're saying. There's a lot of energy here.
Energy.
I don't think surveillance would have helped Kate Marsh.
Who needs surveillance when we have Maxine Caulfield?
No, I agree.
You did a wonderful
You shouldn't be
thing.
buying out
And
everything.
now we have to make sure Kate gets the help she needs.
You need to
talk
be
to her, Kate?
smart.
Blackwell Academy needs the help. There's something terrible going on here. You see it, right?
This week hasn't been Blackwell's finest hour. But me and some faculty members won't rest until all the students here feel safe, not bullied.
But it's also not
Kate
just
was
Ohio
dragged
that
at
that's
the Vortex
happening.
Club party and bullied
Yeah.
by them until
It's
she
almost
ended up on
everywhere.
the roof. How do you stop that?
Shut down that damn Vortex Club for a start. I don't mean to get riled up, but that party should have been postponed. It's extremely tasteless given what happened with Kate.
Do the Prescotts have anything to do with the Vortex Club? I mean, they don't get all their money from car washes.
No, they don't. But membership has its privileges. Especially when your father is Blackwell's biggest sponsor. This elitist nonsense has no place here.
You're right. I just wish this could be the school that I dreamed
From what
about
I've heard,
before I
that's
came here.
exactly what's
I hear you,
happening here.
Max. I love seeing you and Warren and all my students at your best here. But you're all too young to be so cynical. But you truly give me hope.
I was looking for Nathan Prescott, and I thought he might be in your class.
Mr. Prescott has no class at all after his suspension. I didn't think you were friends.
You probably know him better.
I've tried. Nathan is a Prescott, and with that comes a lot of baggage. Too much for one teenager. This week was the proof. Principal Wells did the right thing.
I know.
Jeez.
Nathan needs real help.
Yes, he does.
Well, from what I know, the area around
I
here,
did try once,
it's only been
but
the
Mr. Prescott didn't
TP
appreciate
and
my
everything.
help. I did see Nathan leaving the campus looking angrier than usual, so maybe it's good you haven't found him.
I'm sorry, Miss Grant. I have to get going. I'll see you later.
It's always good talking to you, Max.
Good thing I didn't let Chloe take that money from Principal Wells.
Yay! Accessibility upgrades.
Justin, it's been so long since I've
I
seen
can tell
you.
that Justin is really into Chloe.
For us now, Chloe.
Way too much shit going on, man.
Chloe fits in so easy with Justin.
Insane.
Coast is clear. It would be so cool if you and me were going to school here together.
But now you can have Mr. Jefferson all to yourself.
Ah, you suck. Now let's get into Blackwell Ninja mode.
You suck.